Hi friends, it's Liz here. So today I have a few things I wanted to share with you. The first thing is my new digitals, my printables in the shop. I'm going to show you those. And then I have a couple things from that I've purchased that I need to ask you some questions about. Hopefully you can give me some suggestions. I also have a really cool item that I recently purchased. If you send things in the mail, this might be something that will be helpful to you. And then I have a really super fun and quick project that I'm going to share with you as well using, it's kind of like making your own stickers, but I'm just going to show you how to do that quickly with stuff that you probably already have. So getting started, I'm so excited about my new printable. This one is called French Letters. And so I've got 8 pages in this kit, and I really love how it came out. So it's all about postcards and vintage letters. So one of the pages that you see here, this would be one that are one of the ones that's in the kit. I've sort of, you know, kind of collaged them so that you can still cut them out if you wanted to use them separately. And then you've got some like faux washi tape and masking tape and that sort of stuff on them, which I think came out really nice. So this is page 1. I like to print borderless and fill the entire page. That's for my own thing. So I don't know how your printer will kind of do the stuff, but that's how I like to print it. I also have my favorite paper that I like to print on, which is a minimum of like 28 pounds. I am in Ontario, Canada, so that's sort of the information I'm giving you based on what I shop on. But I also have Amazon shop linked in the description box below. Just my favorite supplies. So if you are in the US, I've recently added that as well. Or Canada, you can kind of click to see the items that I get there as well. And, you know, if you want to see the paper I like to use or my printer, etc. Page 2, it's very, you know, very similar collages. I've got just different, you know, images from Paris. This is the famous hotel. I've got like a, you know, kind of a postcard again with the masking tape and washi tape. Again, this one, I'm showing you the back of it because I've printed my coffee stained lined paper. So it includes that as well. And like I said, there's 8 pages to the kit, and this is what the coffee stained lined looks like. So I just printed that on the back to show you. The next one, this one is the cut aparts. So basically what I did is I made a few different little pieces that you can cut apart. Now, this page I printed on 103% on my printer. So you can still see the white border outlines. If you wanted to fill the whole page like we've done, like I've shown you before, then you would go ahead and print borderless again or fill your entire page. I'm not sure of your printers, but that's what I use for mine. Sorry, so I was back. Let's get back to this. So we've got the cut aparts, and as you can see here, they're just cute little postcard sized images that I have made sure that when you cut them, you know, some of them will still have a little bit of that washi or that faux masking tape. You've got this one that has, you know, the green to it. This one's got the Eiffel Tower. Again, just you can just see how they sort of fit on the page when I show you, but that's how they cut apart. And then there's just a little extra blank, but it's still a piece that has a little bit of color to it, so that if you wanted to use this as an embellishment, ephemera, do whatever you want with it, that's included there. So that's how those cut apart. This one I showed you, again, it has also a lined paper without the coffee stained. And thank you to my friend Marjorie, because she suggested that when we make printables that we should add a page that has lines, because she is a journaler, so she will print out the pages, plus she likes to have lined. And I've left this one actually with quite large lines because I really like just having lots of space, but I might be making a different one if you know, anyone wants to afterwards. Again, you can see that I print them on a really nice white paper. So the next one is the letters. This one here I printed out on a kind of like a creamy, this one I think is like a 20-pound paper, or 22 pounds I think. And you can kind of see how the color comes out. So I'll show you what that looks like when it's actually folded like a vintage letter would be. So this is what I've done with it here. And again, it's that same color that I printed the paper on, so you can kind of see how it looks. And so this is basically how, you know, it would have been folded if it was being sent out. And then you would have your wax seal to keep it closed. I think they're just so lovely. So this is one of the vintage letters. This one I printed on white. And this is how this one prints if you make no adjustments to it. So this is how they would print if you're just printing it as is. I had previously printed it on the creamy color, and you can kind of see the difference in how, you know, things pop out depending on the color of paper that you use. And this one is also an easy fold again. So you've got your letter on one side, you've got sort of like your cover 1788 up here. And then of course you fold it up and oopsies. And then this is where you would add your seal. So isn't that cute? I just really, really love these. So they're perfect for any of our journals that we're using. The last one is another one again. It's another one of the vintage letters. I printed this one again on white. And I did use the full, like, you know, borderless printing. So you see it folded up. This one I did print the lined paper on the back, but you can just see how adorable. And you know what I love most about these is the more you use your paper, the more vintage it looks. And I think that's just great. You know what, recently I was thinking about how we are loving vintage things, and we just stress them and everything. And some people just do such an incredible job that it's so hard to tell what's vintage and what isn't. Now, for our future generation, that's going to be interesting, my friends, because most of our stuff has been, you know, made to look so vintage that people will have such a hard time knowing what vintage is and what we kind of made vintage. Anyways, that's just a side note. So I hope that that you like the printable. I will have my shop link below. As always, you can just, you know, send me questions if you have any. I hope you like this one. I'm really loving how it came out, and I'll definitely be making some projects to show you. I've got details on my giveaway coming up, so keep an eye out on that. It just reminded me because it's got something to do with my printables as well. So that's this here. Okay, the next thing I wanted to show you is something I recently purchased, and this is one of those letter mail measurements. So I did get this, I am in Canada. I did get this in Canada. I have my Amazon shop link below because I know the company can send it through Amazon as well. So I've linked that below if you wanted to check it out. So basically, if you've got a letter that you're sending out, so let's assume this is my letter, it's ready to go. I know it fits there in the standard letter. I don't have to pay extra for that. But if I have something else that I wanted to send out and I want to know, you know, if it fits within the standards of size and you know, how thick you've filled it, then this is perfect. And I mail things every single time, so I thought I would treat myself to something like this, because I thought that this would just make it so much easier. So if any of you are looking for something similar, like I said, I will link the shop below. I'm trying to help promote shops that I like as well. You know, small shops, etc. And this happened to be one that I found that is in Canada. So I will link that below. If you have a shop and you would like for me to feature something, just send me an email and then we can chat about your items. That one I did purchase as well because I really wanted to see what it was like. Okay, so I have a question and then I have the project, okay? I recently found these at my dollar store, and they're $1.25 for 24 of them. So they're about 5 7/16 and 7 1/4 inches. My question to you is this a good price for 24 of these self-sealing bags, or is this not a good price? Because I don't know, because I don't really buy these. So yeah, I'm trying to figure out if this is something that I should keep an eye out for. So those of you that purchase these, please let me know. Okay, now to the super fun project. I think it's super fun anyways. So recently, I was, you know, going through Instagram, and I happened across a quick post from someone. I think it's Planning Yanni, I think is her name. Anyways, I was like, my mind was blown. She grabs a die cut, and then she took, I think it was, I'm not sure what she used, but it was some sort of tape. Okay, so I have these different ones to show you here. So she grabbed tape, and then she added it to a surface that would allow it to you know, come off. So I use these when I'm shipping my items out. I use these envelopes, and they're usually left with this backing, and I repurpose the backing for so long. I make little like glassine bags with them. But then when I saw her video, and it just kind of clicked, right? So what I did is I grabbed the ones I had, and I added my pieces of duct tape, I guess it is. So this is like shipping tape, and this is duct tape. And I'm sure most of us have duct tape at home, my friends. I know I do. I'm not using my hubby's, I'm using mine. And so yeah, so I added the duct tape to, you know, these pieces that I had left. And then of course, you know what you do, you take your die cut, right? Whatever your shape is, you run it through your machine, okay, with it on top, of course. I'm showing you this way because, you know, I can't bring my machine over to show you right now, but I'm sure you get the idea. So I've added my different shapes. These two I actually cut with a paper punch. So if you have a paper punch as well, that seems to work okay. And look how cool, my friends. It's my own little die cut stickers now. So I was so happy to see, you know, that she showed that, because then I was like, oh my gosh, I have all this type of tape that we could use. So see how, and I love this one. This is actually from, I believe, In Love Arts. I think those are the ones. And then of course I did like a butterfly, and those are like these dies that I recently showed you that I had as well. I just love how it looks. So this is now my sticker. And then I also had some flowers. And like I said, for circles, I forgot where I put my circles now, but I did paper punch those out. And so if you've got, I think it's almost 2 inches. What's it say here? I kept the, here we go. I have this duct tape one, which is that one. So it's about 1.88 inches wide. And so you can kind of see, you know, when I put it on my paper, how that came out. And then of course I was thinking, well, not everybody has, you know, the sheets that you could back them onto. So use wax paper, like, you know, baking paper. We all seem to be using that. Or if you happen to print out labels, I also have labels that I print out, like mailing labels. If you take out all the extra pieces from it, then you've got yourself another blank spot where you can keep adding your duct tapes and your, you know, your nice little pieces of die cuts, and make some fun stickers, my friends. I was super excited. So let me know if you like this idea. I was so happy, like I said, when I saw that post, and I just quickly ran and started gathering my pieces and seeing and trying it out. And of course it worked. So I'm so excited. Make your own fun little stickers with your die cuts or paper punches. And yeah, let me know if you like this video, this share. Don't forget to check out my shop in the description box below. I appreciate when you support my shop when I have something that's come out. Support some of the artists that I feature as well in my consignment shop. I do have a few journals in there from some lovely ladies that have created some things to share with you, and I've got more coming up. And anyways, questions, comments, leave them below, and I'll see you next time. Thanks so much for stopping by.